Collie, wait! I need you grabs his dress shirts tightly, trying to stop him from leaving. Don't make this harder for the both of us, I say. You're the one who's making rash decisions. You just admitted that you don't like this idea. I'm trying to do what's best for you. Don't you see? All I ever do is bring you harm. You're better off without me in your life. You're not the one who gets to decide that. I know what I want. Without a second thought, you grab Cole's collar and pull him for a kiss. Cole groans into your mouth, making you shiver all over. I feel like I'm kissing him for the first time. You slowly fall back, gazing from his luscious lips and up to his eyes. I see. When I first met you, I had my doubts, but now I'm sure. I want you in my life, Coley. Please don't go. Cole's eyes flicker with desire, and he leans in for another kiss, hard and long, almost wishing this time it will never end. This is goodbye, isn't it? We'll meet again someday, love. Gathering all his resolve, Coley wraps his arms around you. His usual warmth of security is gone. This time it feels smoldering. I might never be able to correct the past, but I will make it up to you someday. Coley, what's happening? You're disintegrating. Oops, Liam, not so fast, brother. Oh God. Before Coley can completely vanish, a fiber comes out of nowhere, knocking him away. Coley makes a run for the window, but before he can escape, a water chain ties his hands and legs together, making him lose his balance. God darn! Coley, are you alright? You dash to Coley's side just as the familiar shadows enter in your room. You guys! What are you doing? We're not going to hurt you, Coley. Just calm down. Says the one who's trapping me in this visible wall made of air. Let me go already. I'm not letting you go anywhere, not until we've talked things through. Oh, so you're gonna hold me hostage until I confess all my plans? There's nothing for you to confess. It's not like it's a secret anymore. They all know what Coley has done about Adam, about the egg, then they really must be. Unless you still have some tricks up your sleeve. If that's the case, then you better come clean now. Oh, you Liam. Sorry. Give them a chance to explain. Look, Coley, we've been trying too hard to get through to you. It's time we deal with our issues. There's nothing for us to talk about. If you think words can settle all our disputes, then why the hell did it take us 1,000 years to do so? Because we never tried. Elijah raises his voice, shutting down Coley's voice. Coley looked at his brother with a scowl. We're trying to make amends, Coley. Elijah's right. We did you wrong and sold you out. But that doesn't justify what you did to Liam. You put the whole family in jeopardy. Well, he went through all the trouble plotting his revenge for 1,000 years, and yet... Well, I almost had you, didn't I? Try not to make things worse. You put a hand between Liam and Coley, looking at each other's faces. That would make you happy, wouldn't it? Seeing this family in shambles? You picked the best way to tear us apart, getting the dragons involved. That's right. You won't understand the satisfaction I got seeing the fear in your eyes. Liam Knight, the mightified druid, driven to the edge. Oh, the misery in your face was priceless. Do you want me to beat the hell out of him? Sebastian, I'm so surprised at you. You glare at Sebastian and he slowly put his hand down, looking away. You're all so hot-headed and stubborn. I'm surprised you haven't destroyed the whole other world yet. We're sorry, I say. It's just we don't know how to process all these emotions. Well, at least you're aware now. Put that awareness to use and stop digging your graves even deeper. One day, you might just find yourself unable to climb back out. Both sides are wrong, we know that, but we've already owned up to our sins. I believe it's Cole's turn to apologize. I only did what I did to scare you guys off. I didn't intend for the dragons to make things complicated. Liar, can you at least come up with a veritable excuse? Tell me the truth. You never intended to hurt your brothers? Be honest, Collie. We can get past our issues if you keep being two-faced. You've been running away from us this whole time. I understand that you can't open up completely. But we can solve this if you don't cooperate. It's really hard for them to trust Collie's words now. If only I had the onyx ring, I could verify Collie's statements. I could see if he's lying or not. Collie looks at you with a charming gaze. Throwing in, you feel your heart skip a bit. Yes? He doesn't mean that, I say. Ah, brother, you know what? When I saw that look on your face after that cold storm in, I told myself that my revenge was worth it. You were so afraid of not seeing your little girl again, weren't? Ah. Dirk tightens the water chain on his wrist, and Elijah tins the ear around Collie. Liam fires up in anger, ready to throw a fireball. They're going to end up killing each other at this rate. I will protect Collie with my powers. Collie, roll over. I protect you. Goodness, Abe, have you lost your mind? She deflected our powers. Didn't you want us to talk it out, Abe? Stop throwing fireballs, Liam. It's no use. I'll just send these meatballs back to you. When did you get so strong like this? After countering all their attacks, you stand in front of the Night Brothers, shielding Collie. Move aside, I say. He just made us mistake by mentioning my daughter. Sometimes it's just an excuse, really? Hush! Getting all worked up isn't going to help. Oh, love, aren't you being too impartial? Are you really on Collie's side? You know it's not that, Sebastian. I'm not choosing any sides, but I can't just let you keep acting like kids. And you? And you too, Collie. Don't be a jerk. He keeps pissing me off. No wonder he has a lot of enemies. Speak for yourself. You're the last one I'd speak to her that from. What did I just say? No matter how you try to turn this against me, I'm telling the truth. I've had it with your manipulation tactics. Aren't you ashamed of yourself? You've used Ice-Eve enough already. Oh, come on, Derek. This isn't about me. I'm not so weak that anyone can just manipulate me so easily. Now you've gone and made her angry. You guys still don't seem to give Ice-Eve much credit. If you must know, it took so much time for me to earn her trust. That may have been my intention, but she never gave in to me. Even when I asked her to abandon all of you. You what? Liam grows angry and sees Sebastian looking murderously at Collie. Leave my issue with Collie out of this. Alright, let's look at this way. Liam's proven innocent and there's no permanent damage done. Just let Collie go for now. Pragmatic as ever, you were always my favorite brother, Elijah, unlike some people. Elijah cleared his throat, not sure how to respond to what Collie just said. What do you think, Liam? Like hell, I'd let him go. He's just going to come up with another equally outrageous revenge plot. He needs to be stopped before he can do more damage. Then are you going to keep him tied up like a prisoner? What do you plan to do with him? He needs to be punished for risking everyone's safety, for stealing the egg, for disturbing the peace. Those are his main faults. I'd add more. but I can try to be merciful if he'll follow obediently. That's what kind of punishment are we talking about? First, he needs to confess to all his crimes I've mentioned. We'll see what the council thinks of that. The council? But it's run by Dr. Cole. Surely he's not going to let this go lightly. That's how the justice system works. Your punishment will depend on the severity of your crimes. You all of people should understand this, I said. This wasn't what we were talking about. We were talking about reconciling differences. Why did it suddenly become a talk of criminal law? We established that this revenge plan already failed. Why would you take him to court? You need to face the truth, I said. My brothers never wanted to forgive me. That's not true, Collie. We want to start over with you. But if you can't accept responsibility for your actions, then the cycle will never end. We may, we may put the past behind us now, but it will keep coming back. That's not something we want to tolerate. So if you're going to accept our terms, then we can let you go and promise the best defense for you. Hold on a minute, you guys call suffered through so much and you still want to torture him? I will use my powers to free. Isaac, I know what you're thinking. Don't do it. Just don't. I'm sorry, Liam. I can't stay impartial anymore. You might think I'm overstepping my bounds. That I have no idea what's been happening. But I know enough. No, love. If you take Cole's side, we did will be for nothing. No, you betrayed yourselves. You're going to throw Cole away a second time. Tell me, what good will that do? You're only making him hate you more. As if the energy around you is changing. She seems to be combining all her powers. That's not good. She was just recovering. Stop it, as if I can take care of myself. No, Collie, I promise you, I'm going to do just that. Darn it, she's using her elements to break our barrier. My water hands cup, she's broken them. Your power surged, creating a wall around you and Cole inside the stillness. You look at him with tears in your eyes. Why did you go? As long as I know you're safe, it's worth it. But please come back for me. Thank you, love, until we meet again. This is getting a sour. Yeah, well, he's gone, just like you all wanted. Let's just hope he stays out of trouble this time. Liam, I'm sorry. It's fine, I said. I just need some air. I understand if Liam would be angry at me, but the thought of Collie living in Liam's anger weigh heavily in your heart. You can't help but let out another cry. Shh. It's all right. I've lost too many people today. Don't think too much about it. Everything will fall into place one day. Let's get you to bed. You can't keep staring yourself calm. Sebastian tucks you in. You feel so tired and exhausted from crying that you fall asleep soon enough. What's the smell? It's so soothing. I feel this tired down before. Are you awake, my dear? This potion is really effective, I see. Matilda, I'm sorry. Was I sleeping late? Not at all. I didn't want to wake you up so suddenly, but you have a visitor. A visitor? Is it... Did Collie come back? Normally, I would send your visitors away if you're feeling under the weather, but this particular man, he doesn't want to be kept waiting, and it might be important, so I let that Dracol in. What did you say? That Dracol? Yes, but I can tell him to leave if you don't want to see him. No. It's just surprising. I mean, why would the fire dragon be visiting me out of the blue? What does that call want? He didn't tell me specifically, but he doesn't seem to have a feeling about the last time. What he has to say might be worth hearing. I see, that's a relief. I should get ready then. Let me help you there. I have just the thing to make you feel better. Matilda combs your hair with her hands. She smiled, noticing the traces of tears and stress disappearing from your face. Thanks, Matilda. Which one of these dresses do you like? I'll take. Hmm. Wow, it's so nice too. Sample? Maybe this one? Now you're ready? Look how pretty you are. He doesn't seem like he has any hidden agenda besides the fire dragon himself is asking for forgiveness. It must have taken him so much to lower his pride like this. It's almost commendable. You don't have to forgive me right away, but I truly am sorry. He's bowing? No, this is awkward. That's enough, you're forgiven. That's a call, like I said, and you see a bright smile on his face. You almost stand at his glowing features, but he reaches out for a handshake. I didn't think you'd be so easily agreeable. Before I shake your hand, aren't you forgetting something? And why? What might that be? You're not going to apologize to Liam. He's the victim here. Rest assured, I've taken the necessary steps to make it up to him. I've taken care of it. If you're doing this much, then I have no reason to doubt you. You take Dr. Call's hand, but the handshake you expect doesn't happen. Instead, he brings your knuckle to his lips, kissing them. I guess that bit of a romantic gesture shouldn't hurt. You watch as Dr. Cole draws back with a smile. You can feel your heart flutter slowly. Thank you, Miss Oliver. Until next time. It's finally gone. Dr. Cole's really full of surprises. Now that's over, I can finally think of what to do today. Let's see. Oh, avocado scroll. I almost forgot. I need to read this right away. You take the scroll from the table and sit down on the edge of your bed. Meet me at my dwelling tomorrow. Come alone. Before you can wonder why she wants you to see you, you see the postscript at the bottom that suddenly makes your heart jump in fear and anticipation. Note: will you help me save this world? I am this time. Chapter 17 completed. Oh my, I think I didn't record the part. Oh my god.